What have I been telling you? Parents, if you're watching, parents, if you have young kids that are athletes, young kids that are already growing taller than their peers, parents, if you have kids that are athletes in middle school, parents, if you have sons that are already getting attention from young ladies his age, parents, if you have sons that are in high school, athletes, football players, quarterback, the starting quarterback, basketball players, specifically those two, and maybe some baseball players. Parents, please watch the teachers that you're sending them off to school to, especially if you're going to a public high school. Please. I'm telling you, I've been telling you for a year. Do you know how many stories I've gotten of these past 2 years of this? It's a lot more stories like this. It's just, I just don't have time to do it every day. I can't be doing this every day. I don't have the time. There are people that send me, because they know this is right up my alley. They send me stories like this every day. And it's going to continue to ramp up because these new high school teachers, these new middle school teachers, they're coming in, especially these young high school teachers coming straight out of college, going straight into high school teaching. Why? Anybody knows that nobody's trying to deal with no high school students. Like, I don't even want to even be around these motherfuckers. Why are these girls now, I'm talking about 22 or 21, going straight back into high school to do substitute teaching? Why are they doing that? I already told you my theory on this. So here we have a teacher arrested and fired for having sex with teen student in Pizza Hut parking lot. And by the way, there's always this thing, nurses are the biggest thoughts. And yes, it's true. They're the number one thoughts. But look, I always say teachers are the number one thoughts. You know the reason why? And AJ said this, and I'm going to steal this. At least a nurse will cheat on you with an adult. And at least the nurses, if she works decent enough hours, can make some decent money. At least you can use them for that. A teacher, she's broke. She got student debt. She's most likely a feminist. And she already been through the carousel. And they're already medically, their brain is fried. And not only do you have to worry about them cheating on you with like a janitor or a maintenance worker or whatnot, you have to worry about the male students. These guys, you're most likely, potentially, could be going out with a female pedophile. So let's read this. So, teacher arrested and fired for having sex with teen student in Pizza Hut parking lot. Let's read the story. Authorities reported that a teacher, 27 years old, Reagan Anderson, worked at a private Christian high school. Oh, this was a private school. A private Christian school. Wow. There we go. In South Carolina, who was also a mother of two. She's a mother of two. Wow. Was taken into custody on Wednesday. The teacher allegedly coerced a teenage student into engaging in sexual activities and exchanged explicit photos with him, according to the police, reports the New York Post. Per an arrest warrant, the woman is currently facing 2 counts of sexual battery with a child 17 years of age. The victim's mother pleaded in court. A trusted coach, teacher, and friend that abused our trust and violated her oath as an educator. She has ruined our son's life. And that, like I said, it's interesting. Hoes will reject the red pill, but you're going to get red pilled eventually. Your day is, like Shannon Sharpie said, your day is coming. Your day is coming, Skip. Your day is coming, mother. Your day is coming with this all female power stuff. You don't realize everybody's dirty out here. This is a dirty ass game right here. Woo. Now, this is the victim's mother still speaking. She says he should be 100% focused on being a fun-loving, football-playing young man, but this predator has robbed him of that ability. No young quarterback or athlete. There we go. There we go, guys. Like I said, athlete. If your son is an athlete, quarterback, watch them young teachers. And the young teachers, those 20-year-olds, they be always asking, why don't they take me seriously? Because y'all are hoes. Why don't I trust a 25-year-old female student high school teacher? Huh. I wonder why. Y'all are hoes. Anyway, no young quarterback or athlete is safe in our community if this woman is free, the mother continued. The abuse started back in October. According to reports, the initial encounter occurred on private property located in Holly Hill, a small town situated approximately 50 miles north of Charleston. The second incident took place in the parking lot of a Pizza Hut in the neighboring town of Santee. The victim's mother claimed she also sent her 17-year-old son nude pictures of herself on Snapchat. Snapchat again, here we go. School officials reached out to authorities on November 8th. Brandy Mullinax, a school official, revealed Holly Hill Academy was made aware last week of allegations regarding an inappropriate relationship between a staff member and upper school student. The administration immediately contacted law enforcement and continues to work cooperatively with them as they investigate the allegation. The woman was immediately terminated from her job. You see, the fuck they be on. He said, dude, these teachers have been going crazy lately. Y'all ninjas better start listening. Because there's been a lot of people in the manosphere that have been blowing this lid open too. But like I said, ninjas only, they learn until it's too late. He said, what the F is wrong with these teachers? Oh, y'all know what's wrong with these teachers. And he said, I'll do it again. It's written all over the mugshot. Look at her face. She not. Like I said, they don't have no remorse. They don't have no remorse. He said, the fuck is going on? I know it's not a shortage of men, so I'm confused why I'm seeing a lot of this lately. Oh, I can tell you why. Oh, right here. Let's look at this lady's response. This is what she's gonna say is part of the problem. It's not complete, but she's right here. She says, because the teachers are getting younger and younger. We had old, ugly teachers. These teachers look like the student. This is correct, but that's not also the reason. Another part of the reason, have you ever noticed, especially a lot of women in their 20s talking about, where are all the real men? Where are these? I need a real man. I can't find a man on Tinder. These be the same women on Tinder swiping like crazy, talking about they can't find a man or a real whatever they want to say. And these are the same women that say they have options. The same ones. It's interesting now. Men are starting to report on these teachers, the young men. Back in the day, the young men back then, they didn't realize that they were being abused and being taken advantage of. Now, the young men now are telling on these teachers, and I'm happy these teachers are being put on blast for being the Thots that they are. He said, this is like the third article I see like today. I told you, it's like every day they getting caught. Yes, sir. He said, I remember the teachers reminded me of my great grandma. But like I said, they're looking for something that doesn't exist. And they are meant, like I said, the 304s growing up, the Gen Z girls, they're growing up fucked in the head. They've grown up watching just as much porn as their fellow men that they know. They always like to talk about, the porn addictions and whatnot, but reluctantly leaving out that the women are watching just as much porn as the so-called incels and the virgins and the single men. They're watching just as much pornography as them. Yep. He said, every other day I'm telling you about to homeschool my son. Like I said, y'all, especially the single moms, y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn, dog. Y'all gonna learn, especially the black single moms. Y'all gonna learn. These teachers are predators. These female teachers are predators, dog. They predators. Y'all go learn. Especially, I'm gonna warn the black single mothers. You could disagree with everything on here. Fine. My content, fine. But I'm gonna tell you this: if you have a son and you know what kind of son you have, he already gave female attention. Or he's an athlete, or prominent athlete, or he's a popular student. You better watch out. You better watch your teacher, the female teachers that, because women know when another woman is feeling up on a man that they care about. They know. So they go see, and especially in the future. And what's interesting, it's interesting. You'll hear, especially a lot of women nowadays, talk about, I don't feel like an adult. I still feel like a teenager. And people don't realize how creepy that is. Because if I've been seeing a lot of TikToks on that, where it'll be like 30-year-old, like women in their early 30s, or women in their late 20s or about to hit 30, talking about, I still feel like a kid. Or they'll still say, "Oh no, 25, you're still a kid." I don't understand why people don't find that creepy, because I already know if a man was making TikToks talking about, "I still feel like a teenager," and the dude's 35, people will be calling him a creep. I've been seeing a lot of these TikToks lately, and it's interesting. People are not calling out the people that need to be called out on this sickening behavior. He said, "It's very comical how some of y'all swear men are the only problem, but almost every week it's a woman getting caught doing something with a minor." Like I said, the tides are changing. This is not the past, because men know just an association, just the allegation, you're done. So you'll hear even young women complaining about how men don't want to mentor them no more. It's already ingrained. You can't even. And let's keep it honest. There's been a lot of men, especially in the black community. People don't ever want to put the stats, like 2 and 2 together. A lot of young men in the black community have been molested by older women, whether it be older women in their family or older women that they know, like their mom's single friend that couldn't find a man herself. It's deep. It's really deep. But men wore it as a badge of honor, but they didn't realize they were getting taken. They got taken advantage of, and they don't realize the reason why I look for old soggy woman is because the person that molested them was old and soggy themselves. Okay, now let me see, because no boy's gonna cry about getting a meal. Because it's already ingrained. The all eyes are gonna be on that man anyways, especially if he's just the average Joe. They're gonna be like, why is he around high school kids? They're always gonna have an eye on that guy. Let's see, what more comments? People are really losing their minds out here, and it's getting scary. Oh, this is just the beginning. I'm about to reply. It's only the beginning. This is just the tip of the ice. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm just replying right now. Just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, I said type. Tip I meant to say. Let me shoot. Tip I meant to say, not type. Oh yeah. I just had to put that response real quick. Every other day, he said, "I'll tell you about it, homeschool." He said, "This is all I see." What is wrong with these teachers? Like I said, this is like stuff that you hear about, when you're when you were a kid, like, for example, like when you were a kid, or like when you were a teenager, and then you'll hear about like your friend and his girlfriend, they were going at it at a Pizza Hut parking lot. This is the stuff that you hear from. Now, I believe these predators, these female predators, are trying to go back to high school, going after high school dudes, trying to relive their fantasies, their sick fantasies, And it's interesting. The fantasies of the women growing up are very interesting. And I got to do a stream on this, especially when it comes to CNC. And I'm not going to spell it out for you, but it's the rise of grape fantasy, and it's like one of the most popular. If you look at the statistics for that, with the women watching pornography, you'll be shocked. It is like, wow, especially in the post Me Too era that we're living in. It's ironic. It's the irony is crazy. You know what I mean? But we're just gonna let that go. But like I said, teachers are Thots. Please watch these new teachers coming through. They're not. I've been ringing the bell. I've been ringing the alarm on this, and surprisingly, a lot of people have been agreeing with me. So I thank you guys for that. But we gotta put the word out there. We gotta put the word out there.